I want to make a confession. There's something that makes me all jumpy and so happy whenever I hear Archetypes with Meghan. One thing that I love to do about Archetypes with Meghan, breaking down the archetype bimbo with Meghan and Paris Hilton, the one thing that I deeply, deeply love so much is hearing about Meghan's past life. Her time at Deal or No Deal as a briefcase girl. As a briefcase girl. That's something that I love because I just love hearing about Meghan's past life. And I've told you this before, that the one thing that keeps the smear campaign from sticking is the fact that Meghan had a rock solid, impeccable life long before she even met or married Prince Harry. She was a self-made millionaire. She lived her own life, traveled the entire world. She had a website blog, The Tig, that earned her an amazing revenue every year. She lived a good life. And that's why it makes me so jumpy and so happy whenever I hear about, Meghan's life, especially when she talks about it. I love it. I love it so much. Today, Meghan talked about, being a briefcase girl on Deal or No Deal. She spoke about the ups and downs of being a briefcase girl on Deal or No Deal while she was watching TV at, Montecito. She saw the show Deal or No Deal, and it reminded her of her past before she met Prince Harry. Now, Meghan said that Deal or No Deal helped her fund her life, helped her pay her bills. It helped her so, so much with, being able to get that, health insurance, being able to basically foot her day-to-day bills, something that she wanted to do. And one thing that I loved about hearing that is that Meghan worked to put food on the table for herself. She was trying, like every single person, whenever you get out of school and trying to get a job, she was doing everything in her power to be able to pay her bills, our own bills. Daddy did not pay her bills. Nobody paid her bills. Meghan went out there, looked for a job to pay her own bills. Something that I love and admire about Meghan. And also, she spoke about the ups and downs of being a briefcase girl on Deal or No Deal. Meghan said that, it was about beauty. That was the emphasis, beauty, and not what is in your brain. That's something that, quite frankly hurt Meghan. I mean, she interned in Argentina, and there she was valued because of what was in her brain. But when she went to look for a job, in America to pay her bills, she got Deal or No Deal. And something that she says she was happy to get because it helped her pay her bills. It helped her pay her bills. And then my family, but there's just one problem. It put emphasis on her beauty rather than what is in her brain. My family, I want you to hear yourself just a short clip of what Meghan said, at Archetypes when it began. My family, I can't emphasize this enough. Go ahead and tune in to listen yourself. Meghan is just fantastic. Her past life is just fantastic. And hearing about it makes me so happy. Makes me so happy. And I'm hoping that it makes you happy as well. And this is it.
The other night, I was flipping through the channels on TV. This, by the way, is a rarity when you have 2 children under the age of 4. But I saw an episode of a game show called
Archie keeps Meghan and Harry very, very busy.
Deal or No Deal. This brought back a lot of memories.
Meghan, open the case.
in 2006, I had a short stint as a Briefcase girl on the US version of the game show. Now, my experience on the show, which included holding said briefcase on stage alongside 25 other women doing the same, it was, for me, fascinating. I had studied acting in college at Northwestern University, and like a lot of the other women standing on stage with me, acting was what I was pursuing. So while Deal or No Deal wasn't about acting, I was still really grateful as an auditioning actress to have a job that could pay my bills. I had income,
To have a job that pays my bills. She had an income. She was able to fund her life. No one gave her, taxpayer money. Nobody gave her, like a will that leaves you a lot of money. No, Meghan went out there. She earned her own living. And that part, I love to hear so much. She earned her own living. She was somebody before she married Prince Harry. My family, let's continue this.
Part of the union, I had health insurance. It was great. And yet, I had also studied international relations in college. And there were times when I was on set at Deal or No Deal and thinking back to my time working as an intern at the US Embassy in Argentina and Buenos Aires, and being in the motorcade with the Secretary of Treasury at the time.
Ho, 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 ho. Hey, 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 hey. Oh. Hey. Meghan was sitting in a motorcade with the Secretary of Treasury at Argentina while interning at Argentina in Buenos Aires. Not my words, Meghan's words. That was her life before she married and even met Prince Harry. A life that the UK press have tried to undermine, attack as being nothing. No, it wasn't nothing. It was something. Meghan was sitting at the same car with the Secretary of Treasury in Buenos Aires. And I've said this before, and I will say it again. No wonder the smear campaign is not working. Reasonable people can see who Meghan is. She had a life before Harry. A good life. A happy life. And my family, one thing that I'm thankful for is that Prince Harry takes good care of Meghan. Prince Harry loves his wife and kids. And for that, I'm thankful. I'm happy for Meghan for that, and for Archie and little bit Diana as well. And I'm happy that in the midst of so much hate that Harry and Meghan face every single day at the hands of the UK press and the farm, one thing they have chosen is love. And you can see it. You can see it in my family. And forgive me, but I just love it when Meghan talks about her work before she even met Prince Harry. I love hearing it. I love hearing it. And I'm sure that you love it as well as I do. This is, one of the best parts of the podcast, is that I love to hear Meghan's life before she even met Prince Harry. Let's continue, shall we?
Being valued specifically for my brain. Here, I was being valued for something quite the opposite. I mean, you have to imagine, just to paint the picture for you, that before the tapings of the show, all the girls, we would line up and there were different stations for having your lashes put on or your extensions put in or the padding in your bra. We were even given spray tan vouchers each week because there was a very cookie cutter idea of precisely what we should look like. It was solely about beauty and not necessarily about brains. And when I look back at that time, I will I'll never forget this one detail. Because moments before we'd get on stage, there was a woman who ran the show, and she would be there backstage, and I can still hear her. She couldn't properly pronounce my last name, at the time, and I knew who she was talking to because she would go, "Markel, suck it in. Markel, suck it in." I ended up quitting the show. Like I said, I was thankful for the job, but not for how it made me feel, which was not smart.
Meghan Markle was thankful for experience a Deal or No Deal. And I just love that we're getting to know more about Meghan. I just love it that we're getting to know, more about Meghan. Not from the lens of the UK tabloid press, but from Meghan herself. At the same time, she is battling the labels that hold women back. Meghan quit her job at Deal or No Deal, and she was thankful because that job enabled Meghan to pay her bills. But she was sad inside because they only saw, beauty, but not your brains. They valued someone's appearance, someone's, beauty. If you're beautiful, you get to work there. They valued someone's beauty other than someone's actual brain, what is in your brain. And that's something that, hurt Meghan, prompting her to quit Deal or No Deal. Because she speaks about working at Argentina and sitting at the same car with the Secretary of Treasury of Argentina and being there because they value what is in her brain. That's why she's there. She comes to Deal or No Deal, and the main priority is how you look, your appearance. And that just doesn't sit right with Meghan. Once an activist, always an activist. Meghan has been one since the age of 11 years old, whereby she managed to get a powerful multi-billion-dollar company like Procter & Gamble to change its sexist ad. So you can understand that something like that wouldn't just sit right with Meghan. However, never forget, Meghan is thankful for the experience at Deal or No Deal. It helped her to pay her bills. My family, I just love hearing about Meghan's life, before she met Prince Harry. I love, finding out more and more about Meghan sitting at the same car as the Secretary of Treasury in Argentina, Buenos Aires. Wow, Meghan's life has truly been an adventure. Let's continue hearing this kindly.
And by the way, I was surrounded by smart women on that stage with me, but that wasn't the focus of why we were there. And I would end up leaving with this pit in my stomach, knowing that I was so much more than what was being objectified on the stage.
I was so much more than what was being objectified on stage. It is sad that women in the world that we live in are used as objects. It's really sad in the society that we live in that is what happens. That is what, sells. That's what gets you the ratings on TV. It's really, really so sad. And society truly needs, change, some level of change, my family. It really needs some level of change. This is just not okay. It is not all right. Women deserve to be treated with dignity and the utmost level of respect. Let's continue, shall we?
Feeling forced to be all looks and little substance. And that's how it felt for me at the time. Being reduced to this specific archetype. The word bimbo.
My family, that was practically what Meghan said about her life at, Deal or No Deal. And my family, you've already had just the first few minutes of Archetypes, and I love every single part of it. This is just so interesting, Meghan's life, what she's been through in her life, the hurdles she's faced, the challenges. I love getting to know the real Meghan from Meghan herself. I love this. I love this. I love this so much. I love this so much. I'm sure that you do too. So please, once again, I want to say this. Go ahead and tune in to Archetypes and just listen for yourself. Meghan's life on Deal or No Deal, about what she went through there. My family, Meghan has had an adventurous life. So I want to ask you for your opinion about what do you think about Meghan's life and work at Deal or No Deal? Meghan has spoken about, the emphasis being on beauty, but not substance. What's in your head? And that's something that really, really, hurt Meghan. That Meghan would like women to be viewed by what is inside the head, the substance, rather than your appearance, how you look on the outside. My family, I can understand what Meghan is saying. I can understand, what Meghan is saying. And this is the sad reality of, how women are treated in Hollywood and even across the other corners of the world, because it happens every single place, everywhere. And my family, it's high time that society begins to treat women with the dignity and respect that they deserve. It's women that give birth to leaders, to wow leaders. I mean, my family, I'm just thinking about how sad it is how, Meghan must have felt at being treated in that manner, by what is on the outside rather than what is on the inside of her. Women don't deserve to be treated in that way. So mine is just to ask that if you've been blessed to have a son or a daughter or a child or even a nephew or a niece that you love so much, or any single person in your life that you love and care so much about, tell them to treat women with dignity and respect. Teach them how to treat women with dignity and respect. Raise real men. Real men treat women with dignity and respect that they deserve. My family, I want to hear your opinion about Meghan's life and work at Deal or No Deal. Meghan's struggle at Deal or No Deal, about emphasis being put on her beauty rather than substance, what is inside of her head. It's high time the society or even institutions that objectifies women end what they are doing and begins to treat women with dignity and the respect that they deserve. My family, what do you think about all of this? I want to hear your opinion. And with that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and support our ever-growing family on YouTube. That's just a sample of what was said on Archetypes. Please go ahead and tune in and listen to more. You don't want to miss what Meghan has in store for you at Archetypes alongside Paris Hilton. It's quite an engaging conversation, and I hope that you can learn a lot from it. So please head over and tune in to listen to Archetypes. Stay tuned to our next video. For those who have listened, kindly tell me what you think about what has been said on Archetypes. What was your favorite part that was said? And kindly stay tuned to our next video. God bless Harry, Meghan, Archie, Lebe, Diana, Doria Ragland, and all of you members of the squad. What do you think about the latest episode of Archetypes? I want to hear your opinion. Stay tuned to our next video. Love you always and forever. Hello, members of Zesco Family TV. First of all, I want to say thank you for all your support that you give us to our channel. We don't take it for granted that you support this channel. I want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for lending out your support and fighting against injustices, supporting Prince Harry and Meghan, showing them love. Love will always triumph over evil, and for that I say thank you. Good will always prevail over bad. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for joining this community, this amazing community of the Sesco Family TV. I love you so much, family, from the bottom of my heart, and I wish you all the best. May you have a great day, and I hope that you enjoyed this video and learned a lot of things. With that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. Leave a comment below, like, and subscribe. Love you, family, always and forever. Sayonara.